actually be recording, okay?
Okay.
And this is the audio. Congratulations, guys. We're here. We have a guest exchange student from Germany. You can push record there. You got record. And we're going to actually talk about a place in the world that many of you cadets have never been to. Has anybody ever been to Germany? Raise your hand. Good. I've actually been to Germany, well, an awful lot actually. I have pictures of me flying in Germany. Neuschwanstein, and some of the castles on the Rhine, after work. So why don't we, I'm going to pull up here a map of America, a map of the world, and have you tell us where on Google Earth here you're actually from. So I'm going to go from America to Germany, okay? And what is the name of your, why don't you come here and type in the name of your town, yes. Not Zweibrücken, but Zeitz. Believe it or not, I took 3 years of German when I was a kid. So here he comes in and looks in the eastern part of Germany.
Yeah.
And this was part of East Germany when it was communist?
Yeah.
Is your family from there?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, guys, during the Cold War, in the 80s and 90s, Germany was split. Half of it, a lot of it was dominated by the Soviet Union, and a lot of it was what we call Free Germany. And now it's come back together, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell them about some of the differences? Do you remember some of the differences that's changed with your town between before the Cold War and in the Cold War?
Yeah, a little bit. In the Cold War, there was a wall here.
It was up and down. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, there was a wall, and that spot was the DDR. We call it so. I think you say GDR.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the Russian part of Germany after the Second World War.
All right.
And
Also, everybody see where Berlin is on the right-hand side? That's the capital. But even Berlin was in East Germany. It was dominated by Soviet Union. I actually went there. And you have to get in a train to go from the west side. To go from this side to Berlin, you would go across East Germany in a train, and they'd have to black out the windows and have guns in the train to scare you till you got to Berlin. And Berlin itself was east and west. Part was free and part was under communist control. And it was a scary thing for college. I did it in college. I also did it in the Air Force. Can you tell them about what grade, what class are you in Germany?
yeah, I would say the nationality was where we make in parts. So we have we had two German states. So the nationality were splitted. Sagen wir. Germany we say splitted. I don't know.
They're split. Okay.
Yeah.
What is then the biggest surprise about America? You've been here for how long?
I'm here for 2 weeks.
2 weeks? What is then the biggest surprise about America so far?
It's so huge.
So big? Okay. Germany is smaller than a lot of our states. Okay.
Yeah.
Like England, everybody hears of England. England is a big, island. Well, it's smaller than Michigan. Okay. So the thing is, a lot of the Europeans think that their countries are big, but they come to America. Across America is like England to St. Petersburg. I mean, it's huge. It's all of Europe. So that's a good thing. So he's surprised how big America is. What else? Talk to them.
Yeah. Okay. In America, there is on each school a flag from America. That isn't so in Germany because when say a German he likes or he loves or his country, then often the other people from other countries, he's a Nazi, and that is
So you
very
understand
bad
that,
for
the fact
us.
that if you like Germany, some people may think you're a Nazi,
Yeah.
but they don't know. You're still having transition from World War II, right?
Yeah.
Good. That's a good point. That's another thing. What about the Pledge of Allegiance? You don't say a Pledge of Allegiance to the German flag.
No.
So we did that today, and you probably thought that was really weird, right? Okay, well, that's good. All right, guys, we have about 5 minutes. Ask questions. When do you ever meet somebody from Germany? Ask, this is Gracie.
Can you say something in German?
Yeah.
Like something like that.
Tell me a sentence and I will translate it. Yeah.
I like to live in America.
Okay, ich liebe es, in Amerika zu leben.
That's so good.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Good deal.
I heard that there was still actually, my best friend, he lived in Munich for a while, and I didn't know if he was born in some town near Munich, and he said there was still a Nazi party that existed, but people like throw rallies and like stone him, and like that was really illegal, when the cops would just be like, oh, just go. Like, I heard something like that.
Yeah, unfortunately there are also people, but very little part of people, they think that was good, the Second World War, but maybe 5,000 Germans only. And
He said it's a very small party.
It's no different in every country in America. We still have KKK, right? Oh yeah, that are prejudiced against blacks and Jewish people and blondes. You have radicals in every... Quiet. You have radicals in every country. So there's still radicals in Germany. There's still radicals in France. Other questions?
Would our last names or first names be said differently in Germany?
The first name from me,
Or like last name?
or okay, you say Max to me, and in Germany we say Max. It's a little bit other. And my last name is Fuchs, and in English that means fox. What does the fox say?
Yeah.
Quiet. Go ahead.
Do you like the American food?
Yeah, but it's very huge. The burgers in Germany are very smaller, and the drinks are also very smaller. It's huge, but delicious.
Correct.
Is that more strict in German than here?
More what?
Strict.
Strict. Is a school more strict in Germany?
Strict means
Rules.
rules. I would say in Germany there are the same rules, all in all.
All right. The other thing you need to realize about German is it is not like American where you have a subject, a verb. German, the verb is at the end of the sentence. So you would say, green boy talks versus, the talking green boy. I mean, so I'm just saying, it's kind of unusual. So when I learned German, it was hard for me to do the sentence and put the verb at the end. It's a different language. It's completely different.
The English word order is very strange for us. We are, sometimes the subject is on the first, times at the last. In Germany, it's not so strange.
Okay, and then the last thing, you speak great English. How long have you been speaking English?
What?
How long have you been speaking English?
For 8 years.
8 years. Do you speak any other languages?
Yeah, and Russian.
Russian. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. If the countries are smaller than our states, it's not uncommon for people to marry different nationalities and to have children that speak 2 or 3 or 4 languages. It's not unusual. So it's a different part of the world. Everybody give him a round of applause.